What's going on Facebook, YouTube? It's your boy, that trucker G3, once again. There's not much going on here. Currently in Lancaster, PA, dropping off a load. And I just want to talk to you today about Kllm. My Kllm experience has been pretty good. I can't really complain. I'm making money like never before. I have no complaints whatsoever. A lot of people that I talk to don't believe me about the lease purchase program, but you can look it up yourself, and it's just a $1 buyout. And a lot of folks, they like the idea of basically knowing more about what's happening over here, and they want to know more about what's going on. So far, right now, I'm on a 1,400-mile trip. Getting paid pretty good. I mean, I really can't complain. But the number one thing over here is safety, and that's the number one thing about being over here at Kllm. Another thing I like about Kllm is when your truck is down, they do everything they can to help you, as long as you're helping yourself and as long as you're helping the company. I had a little downtime, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to get all my miles in, and they kind of helped me out a whole lot with that. When you come over here, your first 2 or 3 weeks, I had 3 weeks of no truck payment. So for those of you that like to go home as soon as you get your truck, I don't recommend it. But if you want to do a drive-by request to go to the house, get what you need, then I recommend you doing that. But those first 3 weeks, I highly recommend you basically go into the house, get what you need, and keep going and tell your folks, hey, I'll be back in 3 weeks, because I got some free weeks to catch up on. You know what I'm talking about? But the first weeks that you're out here, you'll learn a whole lot about it as you go. The way my dispatcher works, he normally calls me up and says, hey, G, hey, I got this in the area, I got that in the area, I got this and that in the area. Where would you like to go? That's one thing I like about Kllm. They don't really push anything on you. They got plenty of freight that goes everywhere. They got freight going everywhere. I mean, there's not one place that I haven't requested that they wasn't able to send to, that they wasn't able to for me to go to. I mean, everywhere I've asked to go, they've basically sent me. So I really can't complain about that. Let's see, there's so much stuff going on. We did get a pay increase from percentage to mileage. Let's see. Well, other than that, that's just about it. Also, one thing a lot of folks don't know about being a lease purchase driver, there's a difference between a lease purchase and a lease. The difference between those two is when you're leasing a truck, that means you are running the truck and making payments on it with no option to basically buy it at the end. That just means that you're giving that company or that finance and whatever your money. So basically, when it gets close to time to turn it in, you're basically not going to be able to purchase that vehicle. And basically, you just wasted all your money on nothing. Now, being lease purchase basically is you're leasing a vehicle from a company or from a financial stance, a financial place, and you're going to be purchasing it at the end. And it really depends on where you go. Like here at Kllm, there's a $1 buyout, which is you can't beat it. There may be other companies out there that try their best to do what they can, but they can't do anything like Kllm can. And I mean, there's so much stuff going on. And the thing about it is, when a lot of folks see, when they see lease purchase, you know, especially for you new guys, for you new guys, I don't know, me personally, if I'm a new person and I'm going to a company, I would rather go company driving first, so that way you will know how that company gets their loads out. Because if you don't know how to run your business, or if you say you're a company driver and you get out there and they send you to Green Bay, Wisconsin, from California, that's one trip. And then all of a sudden you get to Green Bay, Wisconsin, get unloaded, and you get a message over the Kllm that says, "I'll be with you in a moment." And next thing you know, the second day comes and you get the same message, and it says, "I'll be with you in a moment." And then all of a sudden that third day comes, you're calling like, "Hey, where's my load?" And you keep repeatedly going through that, then I personally would not recommend doing lease purchase with that company. Or another way you can find out how that company runs their trucks on the lease purchase side is ask the lease purchase guys. You got some guys that has good weeks, you got some guys that have bad weeks. But over here, my good weeks, it's pretty good. I mean, I can't complain, and my bad weeks are good. I don't walk away with a $0 check. If I ever walk away with a $0 check, I'm not doing something right. Either I need to slow my truck down to 55, 50 miles an hour, or do other things. But other than that, like I said again, if you're a new guy, I would go company first before you go lease purchase, because you got to know how that company operates. You got to know how that company runs their trucks. That way you don't get out there and then next thing you turn around and you get into a lease that they tell you, hey, once you get in there, you can't get out of the lease, or they're going to put it on your credit. There's a lot of things you got to look at. But other than that, I know this video is kind of messed up, but it's okay. I'm kind of tired. I got an early morning appointment here, so tomorrow I will probably get back to you all. I'm not really sure. Depends on how my time goes. But I just want to say shout out to my FFE Kllm family out there. Shout out to y'all. Get them miles and do what y'all got to do, As Memorial Day comes up, you got to salute to them soldiers that did it. The soldiers that, back in the day that was there to fight for our country, and for the soldiers that's fighting now. I got a few soldiers in my family. I want to shout out to all my, family members that were soldiers, even family members that are married into the family. I want to say shout out to y'all, and I thank you for serving. I thank you for serving our country and doing everything y'all can to protect our country from all this excess and this evilness and everything else they got going on out there. It's so much. Me, I'm a big CNN person, and I watch a lot of the CNN, but I really do thank you all. Memorial Day is also a day to think about, I'm not trying to put it all out there, but it's also a day to think about our truck drivers out there. A day to think about the truck drivers that we we've lost over the years, that's made, you know, sacrifices and everything. You know, we got to give a shout out to those truck drivers that came before us. And I give a shout out to all the vets out there and all those folks that's currently out there. Got to give a shout out to you all. But other than that, I want to give a shout out to my family, my friends, my loved ones, and everybody that I come in contact with. I thank God every day that, you know, I'm out here driving and stuff. You know, hopefully I can get home safely to my family that I have, and hopefully everything goes well and I can travel safely. But y'all take it easy out there. I'm gonna get me some sleep, and y'all be safe, buckle up, stay off them cell phones. I have seen so many people get into wrecks with them cell phones within the past week. But stay off the cell phones. Y'all be safe out there. Happy Memorial Day. Don't do nothing I would do. I will be working. So feel free to call me on my cell phone and chat it up with me. You know, do some basic, you know, talking, whatever. Because sometimes I get lonely, but then again, I don't get lonely because I deal with the idiots out here that can't drive. But that's the whole fun of it. Screaming, yelling, da 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 da, you know. You know what I mean? So, you know, somebody cuts you off, hey, what do you think you're doing? You know? Can you cut me off like I'll run you over, run you off the road, partner? But y'all be safe out there, man. I'm gonna give me some sleep. I know this video is probably messed up and I got a lot of issues going on right now. But once again, shout out to all my military folk, my truck drivers, family, Kllm, FFE, Knight, JB Hunt, Snyder, CR England, Central, Swift, all y'all. Shout out to all y'all, man. Be safe out there. Stay off the cell phones. Stop texting and driving. And y'all take it easy. Your boy G3 is out of here. Nighty night. Sleepy time. Later.